Hi guys, this is Vol, and we're going to be watching another Gosugamers Game of the Week. We've got a Terran versus Terran, and the players are Didong, who is the brown Terran down the bottom left, and Fanta is the red Terran at the top right. Didong being from the Ndai clan, same clan as Jadong, so if that's any indication, then you'll believe me when I say that Ndai is an extremely good clan, full of talented players. And of course, same goes for Shield, which is Fanta's clan. Shield obviously fielding the remarkable players Bisu and Shield. C Shield, not Shield. But one thing that I want to say straight away is that this is going to be a very long game. I already know that in advance. We won't find out what actually makes this game long until we actually watch it and commentate on it. But I'm feeling a little bit daunted by the task of going in for the long haul with this big TvT, but I'm excited. I'm just going to have to try and pace myself and try to take little breaks between talking, because when I try to talk non-stop, as I often do for a commentary period like 30 minutes, then like my whole face goes numb and I sort of run out of air, and if the commentary goes on for too much longer than that, then I might collapse of exhaustion or something. So yeah, pacing myself is something I'm going to be keeping in mind. Now the map is Andromeda, as you guys will know if you're familiar with StarCraft, and we've got Didong already scouting down the bottom right. He's heading his FCV up to the top right now, and he's probably going to see Fanta's base here. Fanta going straight for the factory after he's finished that barracks. Both players looking to be doing fairly sort of standardish builds. I did notice, I think I saw Didong cutting some SCVs from gas for a short period of time there. I'm not sure if he really was. We'll have to sort of go back later. But both players opening up fairly safely. Neither player's building their barracks in any kind of obscure locations. Both building it fairly close to their main. I like what Fanta's doing here, blocking in the SCV from one side by building a supply depot while bringing the Marine around the other side, allowing him to bring the second Marine into play and just box him in between the two Marines there and get rid of him. Fanta, of course, scouting down the bottom right. Not able to find Didong down there, so he's going to head across to the bottom left where he will find him. Didong actually going for a double factory here, so this is where we start to see things happening fairly significantly. He is in fact going for triple SCVs on the gas, and well, what's Fanta doing? Double starport, so really nice differentiation between openings here. This is going to be really cool because with the double factory, we probably will be seeing Didong going for something like a quick tank push or all-out vultures. He probably won't be going for Goliaths, which is the two factories like that, especially on a map like this, and having to, because he knows that Fanta's at the top right. Going for Goliaths and trying to rush across there won't work, so you can bet he's going, yeah, there you go, going for vultures. And in the meantime, his opponent's going for wraiths, so vultures can't hit wraiths, obviously. But he's already got the factories and resources to be able to deal with the wraiths. We'll see what actually happens. I'm really excited to see what will go on. In the meantime, Fanta's also supplementing his wraiths with tanks. But just bear in mind, guys, that if too many vultures get into Fanta's base, they can still win in the game despite the fact that the vultures won't be able to hit the wraiths. And we'll see how this actually plays out. First vulture out in the field for Didong. Can't see him doing anything else with his barracks. There's the upgrades going on for mines and ion thrusters for the speed. We've got Fanta sending his barracks way out into the field. Much farther ahead than Didong has got with his scouting. He's got a tank out there just to prevent any vultures from coming in. He knows that Didong's building vultures at this point, so he's probably thinking to himself, nothing to stop my wraiths. I should be able to have a free run, but I've got to be careful about the vulture streaming in and killing me. So that's probably what Fanta has in mind right now. And I think you'll find that Didong has a tough time getting any vultures in his base, given that Fanta has a suspicion at this point that he's going to be up against that. But we'll see. I mean, vultures are a very dangerous unit, and even if you're prepared for them, sometimes they can get the better of you. Looks like these Marines could run into them, though, if they actually head down. No, they're not. They're not. Marines just heading around, maybe looking for some kind of proxy starport or proxy building in there, and the vultures are just going to run straight past, nothing to stop them here. No, and the tank's headed down to Didong's own base. So vultures actually streaming into Didong's base. Vultures streaming into Fanta's base, getting some kills on these SCVs right now. And the wraiths come back. He's obviously going to spot the wraiths as well. So both players know exactly what each other are doing right now. and a few kills there from those vultures, so that will put him ahead economically just slightly, but it just remains to be seen whether the wraiths can make a counterattack, and I'm sure they're capable of doing that. He's saved up 4 wraiths now, but this should buy Didong a little bit of time to put up some defenses. We saw him put down an engineering bay while all of that was going on. Oh, this is bad. We've got mines in the way. The tank can't even return to safety, and we've got oh yeah, I thought he was going to send the vultures into the base again to prevent the wraiths from moving out, but the wraiths killed them too quickly. We now have the engineering bay finished. Fanta sees that with his barracks flying over there, so the Marines are trying to get rid of that. But we've already got and wraiths from Didong as well. So he's gone vultures and switched to wraiths to try and actually combat those enemy wraiths, and upgrading cloaking. Fanta's polishing off these Marines here. He's got way too many wraiths for Didong to be able to deal with it. But what he's doing here is he's actually targeting the control tower. Very nice stuff. Targeting the control tower, and if he kills this, I'm not sure if he's going to get it in time. Control tower, yeah, finish the cloaking. So Didong has cloaking at this point. Fanta does not. So even though Didong has much less in the way of wraiths, he'll have cloaking, and that will actually enable him to choose. Yeah, look at this. He's got 2 wraiths up, and because he's got cloaking, his opponent doesn't. He can actually fend them off, even though it's only 2 wraiths compared to like 4. So very nice bit of play there by Didong. As you can see, Fanta is responding with his own cloaking upgrade. He's got tanks back at his base and his choke point there, managed to actually get rid of most of those mines. So he's safe from the vultures for now. I like it here how Fanta's just landing his barracks to annoy his opponent there with Marines, but the vultures soon sorted that out. And wraith production continues. Yeah, we've got the expansion going down, the first expansion from Didong. Getting started on that much earlier than Fanta is getting his up, mind you. Fanta just going for his now. Didong's got a few more vultures ready to go in for the kill, and he's probably going to be doing that right now. And the mine goes off on the tank, nasty. The one that he didn't clear from before. Laying some more mines down, actually going to snipe this SCV building the command center. Wraiths return to get rid of the vultures, but again there are mines in the way. Can't move out with the tanks. Here come the cloak wraiths again. On this, the comms that both sides have got cloak at this point, and Fanta has actually researched the upgrade, so he's managed to snipe a couple of wraiths. Nice play there. So I still feel like in terms of military advantage, Fanta's got it, but with economy, as you can see, Didong's already got his command center up, and he'll be making the most of it. Going for that second starport now. So interesting. He really wants to compete in terms of air battle, and oh gosh, that tank is just having no luck. Oh, and the vultures come streaming in. Normally vultures can't take out the tank, but because it was reduced to very few hit points, the vultures came in and swatted it. Very nice, quick thinking there by Didong. Actually, again taking out the SCV, so delaying the command center even further. But in the meantime, we've got Wraiths heading over to Didong's base. They won't be able to inflict too much damage because of that missile turret, but carefully positioning his Wraiths just out of range, and he'll be able to shoot at that command center. So, and trying to defend back here, bringing another SCV in. Hopefully that tank doesn't block the pathing. But very nice stuff here. Oh, and actually getting a lot of hurt on this command center. He's having to bring his Wraiths into trying to defend. It's good that he didn't leave that unattended, because the Wraiths could have potentially actually knocked out that command center had they been allowed to shoot at it for long enough. Although, mind you, Didong would have been able to repair it if he absolutely had to. But getting a few kills here on the vultures. The Wraiths are out in force like hawks. And finally, it looks like we've got a command center being completed for Fanta. He's going to be behind, though. I mean, you could tell. Look, he's got less SCVs, and Didong really. I mean, he's got 2 factories. He's got 2 starports, and they're all in use. Fanta, on the other hand, has had to hang back. He's only just putting his second factory up now, cancelling the second factory. All right. And what is he building instead? Another starport and another starport. So 4 starports. He's deciding to go all out air at this point. And I think that's not actually a bad idea, just given the fact that he knows his opponent's just gone for vultures, no anti-air there. He's relying on turrets for his anti-air, and he knows that his opponent's investing in wraiths. of his own. So if he gets the Wraith's advantage, that should actually carry him to a win. So this is very, very tactical stuff here from TvT. If you guys aren't too familiar with TvT, I'll be filling you in on the strategic side of things throughout this game, I hope. But there you have it. I mean, that's a good reason to continue Wraith production. You know, if your opponent's investing in something other than in tanks and Goliaths, in that combination, Wraiths is always a good idea. And if your opponent has Wraiths already, building more starports to outnumber them with your own Wraiths and try and outclass them, it's never a bad idea, because if you know your opponent's not trying to completely counter you with Goliaths, you want to sort of get the mobility advantage on them by having that air superiority and just getting more of what is actually counting in terms of the main issues at stake in the battle. Got a few mines in the center of the map, which